Good morning, YouTubers. It's Jason here again, and it's about 9:30 on the 21st, and I'm gonna go ahead and post another video. DoubleUCasino, and it's gonna be again on slots downtown. I've had a lot of questions, people sending me messages asking me if my method still works, and I'm just going in to verify it. I've tested it a few times, and from what I can see, it's still working well. And I just wanted to go ahead and make another video, show everybody that it's still working. And you just have to be patient sometimes. Sometimes you'll get a slot that's just finicky and takes a little while to make your money. It doesn't want to pay out, whatever. And then you're going to get that one slot that just pays you a ton of money because it actually hits. And it's a winning slot. So the reason this method's so great is the slot machine, if you just regularly spin, you'd lose a ton of money. But with this method, even a losing slot's going to end up paying you in the long run. So anyways, let's go ahead and get this kicked off. This doesn't matter what slot machine you use. I'll just use the lowest one, because the way I bet, even if I did hit Jackpot, I wouldn't make any money. So anyways, let's go ahead here, and we're going to start off with the minimum bet, 9,000, and we're going to spin, see where we are on the wheel. Alright, and we are at the 6 times. This spot is not bad. Usually when it's at the 6 times, it'll roll around here and be right back at the 6 times, but we'll see. I got a pretty good roll there. This position right here is a bet for the 9 and the 3 times, so I'm going to go ahead and make that. Alright, and there we are, 9 times starting out. Not a huge win for a 72 million bet, but I mean, it's 9 times our money. So we're gonna go ahead and go back down here. We're gonna spin 3 times around to try to hit that 3 times. There's 2, and here we go for the 3 times, possibly. Alright, so we didn't get it. We landed in the middle. We'll spin 3 times around again. Alright, now this landed too high, so I know by my previous method I was telling you guys 7 or wild usually is a no bet, unless it's the first wild past the 9, and this is not the case. So it's a back to 9,000 bet. Here we go. Alright, now this is position. This is the first wild past the 9 and the 3. This is a placement bet for the 6 times. And you see there, we just passed it up. We're doing alright though. Go ahead and spin. And spin again. Now, this isn't bad spot, so we're going to go ahead and bet. There's a chance here. And there it is. Not bad. That's a pretty good win. Hit it fairly fast, so as you see, it's still working. That's a decent win. I'm going to keep playing here, though. Sometimes I'll jump machines. Let's go ahead and jump machines since we hit on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and back out. Go back into downtown and let's refresh. I don't know what that machine was. It was less than $1 billion, so we'll just go with this 1 billion slot here. Alright, we're at the jackpot. So right off, I know that I'm 2 spins away from the 9 times or the 3 times. It's high on the wheel, so if it doesn't get a really big spin, I can opt to not bet to save a little money. That was a decent spin, so this is a decent position. It'll more than likely land short, but I'm still going to go ahead and bet. Oh, there we go. So we rolled in. We're going back with 9 times our bet. We're going to go back and spin 3 times to go around. And we're going to make that bet. And missed the 9 times, but we got a little lucky there and got the 3 times. We'll take that and go back to 9,000 minimum bet and go 3 times around. And still in decent position. We didn't roll too far. No 7 or wild, so we're going to make this bet. And ended up about the same spot we were. So we're going to go ahead and spin 3 times around. Alright, now this, I've actually seen it where it can hit the 3 times, but I mean it has to be the lowest spin possible. So with saying that, this is not a good bet here. We're going to stay on the minimum bet, and we should pass up that 3 times. Ha! That's funny. Yeah, that is typically a bad bet there, because it hardly ever does that. But as you see, it's possible. But from my experience, that's a bad bet, because about I would say probably 1 out of 40 times you're going to actually hit it. And so that way it's not a very good value bet to get 3 times unless it just happens to hit the 363. But alright, so we're going to continue going here. Alright, we're at the wild. This is the first wild past the 9 and the 3. I'm going to go ahead and up my bet here and see what we get. Alright, got our money back. Passed up that 6 times. Go back to minimum bet. We're going to spin. This is going to land short of the 3 and 9 times, which is right above us, so we're going to go ahead and pass it up. And there's the jackpot. I actually like this position.
Did you get my note?
I did.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're going to come fix me up? It says there's no hard drive found.
Sure.
Okay, thanks, Jason.
Yep. Alright, just a moment here. Somebody came in and interrupted my video. Anyways, here we go. We're going to keep spinning. Alright, still not in good position, so I'm just spinning around. We're at the wild right before the 9 and the 3, so we're about to pass it up. still not in good position. And nope. Will's being a little cranky. That was a good spin for position, then it spin fast, so we're still in bad position. And this one may be a bet. Alright, now this is a bet for the 9 times, so I'm going to go ahead and bet right here. There we go. Obviously, guys, my method's working pretty decently here. I just wanted to reiterate how the update really hadn't infected it too much. I made a pretty good bit in that time frame, and hope you enjoyed the video, and good luck, guys. Continue on, make that money, and if you have any more questions or concern, I'm always available, and I'm more than happy to answer any emails or questions. Have a good day.